Let's go to Dejounte Murray, number 2 on Sam's list. Teams interested: Lakers, Warriors, Heat, Nets, Knicks, Magic, Pelicans. That one intrigued me. Quoting Sam here, the Hawks clearly want to make some changes, and moving Dejounte represents the most substantive one that they can make this season. The backcourt combination of Trae Young and Murray has not worked as well as the Hawks expected when they traded 3 first-round picks and a pick swap to acquire Murray from San Antonio. He's shooting the ball well, Dejounte Murray. He's having actually a decent season, but it's not translating to wins or any sort of defensive success for the Hawks. Shooting nearly 39% from 3 on 6 attempts per game. That's pretty good. But he signed that 4-year, $114 million contract extension. He's got a player option in 27. But unlike Siakam, Trae, he's under contract. And not that crazy a deal once as this cap goes up and up and up. Do you see a fit? Do you see the Hawks making this move? I know we talked yesterday about, should it be Trae Young that they look to deal? We don't think it'll be that. What's your takeaway?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Murray's in a good spot to be traded because contract-wise, it kind of makes the most sense for other teams. You've got on one end, Siakam, expiring deal, is going to want a max in the summer. At the number 3 slot on Sam's board is Zach LaVine, signed to a huge deal. And then we've got Dejounte Murray slotted right in the middle. He is signed to a deal. It's not too crazy, but I heard on the Hoop Collective podcast that if he's traded, it's the biggest trade kicker in NBA history.
I heard that.
$13 million, which the Hawks pay. But then the money goes onto the books on Murray's contract. So like something... Next year, he's at $25.5 million. It would be $27 million, basically, or something like that. So it does bump up.
He could waive that, correct? I mean, not that he would. Well, maybe he hates playing with Trae Young.
You think he's gonna waive a $13 million
Probably
trade
not, but
kicker?
maybe
He's
he
a
wants
clutch
to
guy,
go
bro. He's a clutch guy.
Well, maybe he'll go play with LeBron, and he'll say, "Don't worry, we'll get you the money back here, man."
Yeah, that's a good point. He could get in Space Jam 3, I suppose. But I do think Murray will be moved, but pretty weird if Dejounte Murray gets traded before his extension kicks in and before the Hawks start repaying all of the draft capital that they traded to the Spurs. But it feels like the Hawks are going to do something to shake things up, and Murray seems likely to be traded.
The teams, Lakers, Warriors, Heat, Nets, Knicks, Magic, I don't see the Warriors wanting another guard. It doesn't really make sense to me. They got to get bigger. The team that's not there, it's the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm interested. I'm interested in to see what Daryl Morey is thinking back there. Does he want to go for it right here, right now, instead of waiting for July?
What are the Sixers trading, though? I mean,
Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
Well, to the Hawks,
Yeah.
to the Hawks, they say, hey, you need somebody beside Trae Young, like Quinn Snyder had in Utah. Like somebody who just guards and hits threes. You're seeing what Donovan Mitchell is doing in Cleveland. You just have guys beside that hit threes. So DeAnthony Melton, it's not a sexy name.
No.
However,
he's good.
He could do the job.
Solid.
He's very solid.
And that's all you want. Royce O'Neal was playing beside Donovan Mitchell in Utah. They were a good defensive team because Donovan Mitchell was playing beside Royce O'Neal. He was willing to give up his body for that end, and DeAnthony Melton could be that guy. So DeAnthony Melton, Robert Covington, and potentially a first-round pick, whether it's protected or not. That's what Daryl Morey just traded for when he dealt James Harden. There are lots of picks there to be dealt.
The Hawks have to get back some draft capital if they do move Murray. They have to get some of
back
it.
what they traded for him.
Yeah, good luck with that, but at least some of it, yes.
It would look horrendous if they don't get a draft pick back when they were willing to give up 3 plus a pick swap for Dejounte Murray. Feels like not that long ago, but it doesn't feel like they're trading Trae Young. Why should they? They got the heart. He's their heart. So I think it's got to be Dejounte Murray, and that they need to change what this team looks like defensively. So, yeah, there's that. There's the potential Knicks to have him as the starting shooting guard instead of Donte DiVincenzo. I guess that sort of makes sense.
That's a little Hawksy to me.
Yeah.
Having a small dude in Brunson and then Murray alongside him.
A little bit. I mean, even the going to Philadelphia, it depends what it was for, of course. But like again, I mean, Maxi's the guard that has the ball. Is that going to be similar? Like, are we learning that Dejounte has to be the lead guard? Like, is he better suited to be the lead point guard and not sort of this off-ball guy? Yeah. Maybe. Or is it just the case of playing with Trae Young is sort of wild and it will never fit? I don't know.
Yeah. And maybe that's what Pop wanted to give up on it because he was a really good player for the Spurs.
Yeah.
He was their number 1 player, and they said, nah. No thanks.
It's very true.